What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Big Show Sports Podcast. I'm not going to be on too long because I'm on a show tonight. We're going to talk about the NBA playoffs and John Morant. Listen, if you didn't see that dunk last night, man, you missed it. I have to get up and look dunk again. John Morant he is an amazing athlete. I I haven't heard anybody nothing else different. Dude, electric. He is a very great player, and I'm pulling for Memphis to win this series. I am pulling for them to win this series. Do I think they're going to get to the Western Conference Finals? I don't know. I don't know. It's just that dunk really electrified me, and I know it electrified everyone else. If I could get a picture of that dunk, I need it. I know somebody out there can draw. That was amazing. The way he done that. I am a fan. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna order me a Ja Morant jersey today. That was a real. We can put that up there as one of the best dunks of all time. It was amazing. So let's leave it alone now. I want to speak on Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. Now we know they lost. Understandable. I understand. I want to talk about Kyrie Irving first. He's a superstar. He's not a bad player. He's not a cancer. I don't know why I don't think he is. I'm not going to talk about his Cleveland days. I'm not going to talk about him in Boston. I'm going to talk about him right here in Brooklyn. I'm not going to go all the way around the world and talk about the past. I'm going to talk about in Brooklyn. I can't fault the man for not wanting to get the the vaccine. I can't fault him for that. That's his body. He chooses what he wants to put in his body. So I have to disagree with Stephen A. Smith. Everybody has their own opinion on the Kyrie Irving not playing the full season. Okay, we're gonna get that out of the way. I'm I'm with Kyrie Irving on that. You can't force a person to put things in their body that they don't want in their body. So who are we to get mad at another man because he decided to go against the vaccine? He's a grown ass man. He can do what he want to do. So we can't. We all get. Oh, he's such a horrible person for not getting the vaccine. He's grown. He can do what he want to do, and he showed you he can do what he want to do. He showed you the money is not a problem. But people can get on TV and bash him. It doesn't matter. It's your body. If you don't want it, don't take it. And he chose not to. Did it hurt his team? Yeah, kind of, sort of. Did it put a lot on Kevin Durant? Well, you had James Harden there, but he didn't want to be there. We'll talk about him later. But we just can't. Oh, Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving. Listen, it happened. That part's done. He'll be back in Brooklyn. He'll be back with Kevin Durant. We're gonna Ben Simmons too. Kevin Durant. He's still one of the greatest shooters in the NBA. I will give him his respect. I'm gonna give Kevin Durant his flowers while he's here. Same for Kyrie. Yes, their playing is starting to decline. They're going down. They're going down, and it's happening, folks. These guys are going down real fast. But Kevin Durant, he's he's not a bad player at all. I don't understand why everybody's trying to go at KD for. KD's not LeBron James. So why try to start a debate about LeBron James and KD? It's nothing there. It's nothing there to begin with. It's nothing there. So stop talking about it. You can't compare them to. It's crazy. Soon as Brooklyn lost, the first thing I heard was KD, LeBron James. Shut up. These guys are nothing alike. LeBron, you know what? I'm just gonna stay right there on KD. People want to cry, well, why KD doesn't get back like LeBron James? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Get that article out about LeBron James. It says chosen one. Kevin Durant was not chosen. He was not called the chosen one. He was not called the king. I heard that. It's been LeBron James. That's why when LeBron got bounced, he didn't make the playoffs. What did the first thing everybody started doing? Going after who? LeBron James. Because we expect more out of LeBron. We expect LeBron James to be in the finals almost every year. Almost every year. Get to KD. KD is not LeBron. Okay? But he's a great player. I don't agree with Charles Barkley on that because you know why? How many rings Charles Barkley has? Okay? We're going to leave that right there. How many rings Charles Barkley got? No disrespect to Charles Barkley, but how many rings he has? Shaq gets on him all the time. How many rings do you have? So he really can't get on Kevin Durant. Yeah, you got to play through the defense. Man, he tried. Boston's defense was out for blood. Boston's defense played Kevin Durant. That's who they wanted. Because if you didn't go after Kevin Durant, he'll destroy you. But their defense showed up. Okay? They showed up against one of the greatest shooters in the NBA, and it's Kevin Durant. You can't sit up here and tell me that Kevin Durant didn't try. He tried the last game. I don't know where he was the other games. The defense wiped him out. It happens. It happens to the best. Okay? It just doesn't happen to Kevin Durant. It happens to everybody. It happens to everyone. It just so happened to get Kevin Durant. Could he play better? Yeah. He could have played better. But that Boston defense was smothering. That defense knew who they wanted to get, and they got Kevin Durant. Now, do I expect better? Yeah, I do. I expect better. I expect Brooklyn to come back next season because I don't think they're going nowhere. I know last night I thought about it. You know what? Maybe Kevin Durant should ask for a trade. That's what I thought when I was on the show last night. But I slept on it. I said, no. Kevin Durant don't need to go anywhere. Finish what you started. Finish what you started. And I think he's going to get back next year. Him and Kyrie Irving is going to be better. But let's talk about Ben Simmons now. I don't want to stay on topics too long. Let's talk about Ben Simmons. Now, none of us, as far as I can see, none of us are doctors. I should have sworn that Ben Simmons was going to play. Okay? He was going to play. But he got ruled out. Now, here's everyone's thoughts, everyone's comments. Everyone knows everything. I hadn't had a chance to speak on the Ben Simmons situation, but I will say this. If everybody is so concerned about Ben Simmons, remember, this is my show, I can say it. Since everyone is so concerned and has all the negativity to say to Ben Simmons, how about y'all go reach out to Ben Simmons yourself? Every time I hear and I see, oh, Ben Simmons is this, Ben Simmons is that, Ben Simmons is this. Okay. You think he cares? You think that man actually cares what I think or what Stephen A. Smith thinks or Charles Barkley or anyone else has to say? No, he does not. These guys don't care about what we think. Because guess what? We're just regular people trying to make it, trying to get heard, trying to get opportunity. He can care less. Ben Simmons is making his money. He's doing his thing. But have anybody reached out to him? Oh, let me call him. Let me check on Ben Simmons. Let me see. No. We're going to talk about Charles Barkley. I'm going under Charles Barkley because I can. Because he had the Kevin Durant thing, which was stupid. Because how many rings again Charles Barkley had? Yes, Charles Barkley was a great player. He was a beast. He was a monster. But he doesn't have no rings. So when Barkley said that, I kind of turned the TV off. Because again, everything is about what? Rings. Well, you will be remembered as the guy that never won a ring, but was a superstar, but never won a ring. Never won a ring. But they always wants to talk. But I think, again, Durant, he will be back in next season. So will Kyrie Irving. I think it'll be a different team. The chemistry has to be there. If the chemistry's not there, it's not going to work. But are they declining? We talked about this last night. Yeah. KD, Kyrie, James Harden. These guys are declining quick. We see this. But the NBA is in great hands. You got Luka, you got Guinness, you got Trae Young. We have guys like that. We have Wiseman. We have Poole. We have guys like that to carry the NBA for a long, long time. But that Jay Morant guy, he is spectacular. Very great player. So let's just keep on going. The Golden State, I think it's time for Golden State to go ahead and put Stephen Curry in the lineup. I think it's time. You wanna shut this series out, and you want to do it now. You don't want to give Denver any more time to get back into this series because we don't want this. Yeah, Golden State can be beat. I understand they can be beat, but it's time to put Steph Curry back into this lineup. And I was asked again, and I don't mind talking about it. Should Kevin Durant stay in Golden State? Absolutely. Absolutely, no doubt about it. He had it made in Golden State. Okay? He had it made in Golden State. He was the player on Golden State. He was not. Okay? Let's just be real. He was not the best player on Golden State. We know who the best player on Golden State is. We know who it is. Okay? Think about that lineup. Okay? You got Steph Curry, Thompson, Green, Durant, Thompson, and throw Poole in there and Wiseman. That's deadly right there. But KD wanted to be the man. Okay, we know that's what he wanted to do. That's why he bought it for Brooklyn. He wanted to be the man in Brooklyn. So let's go on a 30-second break. I'll be right back. I am back, folks, and thank y'all for coming back with me. But back to what we just was talking about here with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, he wanted to be the man. We all know that. He wanted to be the man in Brooklyn, and now he's in Brooklyn. But I wish he would have stayed right there in Golden State. I'm telling you, he would have won a lot of rings in Golden State. So I'm going to leave the NBA playoffs. I'm going to leave it, but I will say this: the NFL draft is tomorrow. Now it's not the strongest draft class that I've seen. This will be probably one of the. I'm I'm not going to say weak. I'm not going to say weak, but it's not a strong draft class. But this draft class will have some future stars in it, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tell you one. These guys will not be on the board long. Malik Willis. I I can see Malik Willis coming off the board kind of early in the draft. Pittsburgh's picks, I think, in the second round. I'm gonna tell you this, folks. I'm gonna tell you this. If if Malik Willis, if he lands to Pittsburgh, they better pull that and they better get him. Because I think he's the only quarterback in this class that I think is NFL ready. I watched his pro day. I watched him on the senior thing out there in Alabama. I think he's fit and I think he's ready to go. But if he lands in if Malik Willis lands in Pittsburgh, you gotta get him. You gotta get him. Now, Ole Miss, the quarterback from Ole Miss, he has some red flags. Okay, he has some red flags. Um, I don't necessarily see him as being a problem. A team is going to give him an opportunity and a chance, but those off the field issues, I know a lot of teams are backing away from him because of the off the field issues. So hopefully Carroll can get an opportunity to be drafted and show what he can do. But a lot of teams look at that off the field issues, and that plays a factor in a lot of things. But Malik Willis will be a complete steal if it can happen for Pittsburgh. But I don't see him on the board that long because he will be the first quarterback taking in the NFL draft tomorrow. Now, it's a cornerback out there, and we know his name. If you don't know his name yet, I'm going to tell you his name. Sauce Gardner. He is a true shutdown corner. He will not be on the board long either. Sauce Gardner is coming on board, and he's coming off that board early. I got him going to Atlanta because Atlanta has another great corner. If you put Sauce Gardner on the opposite side, Atlanta will have a no-fly zone in Atlanta. Or could Sauce Gardner go to Seattle? Could he go to the Jets? Could he go? He's not going first. He's not going second, but he's going to go. Could he mess around there and just drop a little tad bit? We don't know. But I just don't see him being on the board long. Now, Kyle Hamilton, the safety from Notre Dame. I got him going to Washington. That's a great pick for them. If he stays there, if he drops to 11, Washington may sneak in and get him. But I'm hearing Dallas, they want to move up in the draft. They want to move up. So will they move up in the draft? But it's not a really strong class. And the offensive tackles, I know Neal from Alabama. I know for what I'm hearing and for what I'm seeing, that some teams taking him off their draft board. Took him completely off their draft board. but he will get drafted because of the injuries and stuff like that. But he will get drafted, absolutely. But where, and how far will he drop? Listen, a lot of teams need some offensive players. I had Neil to Jacksonville, but I think that's gonna be flip flop, and maybe Hutchinson will go to Jackson. And I got Thibodeau. I got Thibodeau going to Detroit. Detroit needs a lot of stuff. They need a lot of stuff out in Detroit. So we're gonna see tomorrow where these guys are gonna go. But I know for sure, and I know for a fact, if I was Atlanta, I would pull here, get Sauce Gardner. It's quarterbacks again. Listen, it's quarterbacks in this class. You got great receivers, New Orleans. You got receivers in this class. Can come in and make an impact. You got two in Ohio State, one in USC. I'm just saying these guys' names because I know what they're gonna do if they get drafted. And these guys might start year one. These guys can start year one. Hamilton, Derek Stingley Jr., Sauce Gardner. These guys can start. These guys are NFL ready. That's if Derek Stingley can stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, it'll be real good if he can manage to stay healthy. So we're gonna take one more break. We're gonna take our last and final break. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Told I hate to do this. Give me a few more minutes. Big Sean Sports Podcast will return shortly. Yes, ma'am. Will it be today or tomorrow? Yeah, yes, ma'am. I can come tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. You know what time? Yes, yes, ma'am. Not yet, but I can. Because I was in Oregon and I just got back here. Cause I was gonna get back to it up there, but I had to come back to Louisiana. Okay, yeah, I can do it there. Yes, yes, thank you. Okay, I'm back, people. I'm sorry I had to take a phone call. But back to the NFL draft. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say it again because I'm hoping that this guy goes to Atlanta. I have a lot of family out that way. I love Atlanta. I want to see the best for Atlanta. Get Sauce Walker. Get Sauce Gardner. If I was the GM, I would get him. You're not gonna find a lot of corners like this. You're not gonna find a lot of corners like this. Or they could go quarterback. You can go either way. But listen, folks. Again, I'm pushing for Thibodeau. He's gonna be a star in the NFL. He is gonna be a star. Same for Hutchinson. Either two stars. I think we'll start year one. But again, I'm not gonna hold long. I have things to do today. But it was short. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I will be back after the draft, a few days, after the draft, and we would get right back into it and tell what y'all think. And the ladies softball rankings is out. My poor Alabama Crimson Tide ladies, we failed. We lost to Virginia Tech, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna bounce back. Go Tide. We got this. Hopefully we can get the ladies championship in softball. That'll be awesome. But I will see y'all in a few days. Thank y'all for watching the Big Shot Sports Podcast.